to all of my Libras out there. Please make sure to get my book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The link to that is in the description box below. If it's not, don't worry about it. I am going to become self-published, and I got a lot of good stuff coming for y'all. Not just the Libras, but all the zodiac signs. So if y'all are looking for some serious stuff coming, I'm not even going to say what, I'm not even going to say when, I'm not even going to say where. Or I should say I do know where here on this channel. But in real life too, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. So, okay, so I shuffled up the cards. Let's see what the Libras have got in the aspect of the relationship. Also, too, if this resonated with you, then please come get a reading from me, Kareemspiritworks at yahoo.com. That's my email address. As well as you can go to my website, Kareemspiritworks.wix.com. The link to that is in the description box below as usual. That way, you can get a chance to see all of my services that I am providing as of right now, the rates and the time, or I should say how long you get. All right, so let's get into it. So the cards that I come up with for Libras is the Justice, which represents Libra automatically. So you are empowered. You're showing up in your own reading. You have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Three of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Magician, Three of Swords, the Sun, and the Lovers. That alone shows and proves that I don't manipulate my readings, even though some tarot readers do, unfortunately. That shows that I don't manipulate my readings because getting different cards. So for you Libras, so for you Libras, you have the Justice, the Four of Pentacles, and last but not least, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is about how a lot of you need to understand that what you've got going on is a lot of you Libras are contemplating leaving a relationship if you haven't done it already. And the reason why is because you Libras know what is right in the pit of your stomach. You know that anybody who's making it excessively difficult for you Libras to be in a relationship with them is not a person that you should be being in a relationship with. Libras are very easygoing, or can sometimes be a very easygoing zodiac sign. Because see, air signs deal with duality, like fire signs deal with duality in that sense, right? Water signs, not so much. Earth signs, not so much. So an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, in this case Libra, y'all can either be easygoing or y'all could be a little bit of a fuss. Remember, Libra is the opposite zodiac sign of Aries, and we know how fussy Aries can be. But in this case, you Libras know what it is that you want. The Four of Pentacles, right? The Three of Pentacles. You're so disillusioned and sad because a lot of you Libras want something real, right? You want something real with someone who is real. And you're having a hard time really finding that. So the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords represent, since this is the case though, this is about how you Libras have left the relationship because of your disillusionment, or you being disillusioned, how sad things have gotten due to the fact that, you know, some of you Libras may feel like there's no one whom you can trust anymore, especially in a romantic sense, because of how so many people are on some con artistry type stuff. But don't worry about it, Libra, because a lot of that stuff is coming to an end, considering how things are becoming out here, right? So the Nine of Swords is you fretting up your head about it, overly worried about it. Don't be, because those people are hurting way worse than you can ever be. Way worse than you can ever be. And the things that the Page of Pentacles, the Magician, the Three of Swords, this is about how a lot of you need to move forward from this, okay? Don't even worry about this relationship that you've left. Still have a lot more to offer, and you still have a lot more for people to offer you, right? But the Magician and the Three of Swords represents, but you need to also understand your own value, right? Right? See, this is what Virgo in the zodiac sign represents, I should say in astrology represents. One of the things that Virgo represents is self-worth. And every zodiac sign, including Virgo, has a problem with self-worth. Everyone has a problem with that because because everyone wants validation at some point in their life. It's outwardly validation, outside validation. And if you've been learning and growing and developing yourself, there comes a point where you ultimately stop caring about people trying to validate you because you're able to validate yourself internally. And this is the thing that you Libras, right? And I mean this respectfully, of course. This is what a lot of you Libras need to start doing for yourselves. The Magician represents rulership and responsibility over your own existence. That's what the Magician represents. A person that has, that's what the Magician represents at its core. A person that has decided to take up personal responsibility over their own life, and they start doing things. The mysticism represents the responsibility and the self-control and the power over the universe and the way things happen to you and your outlook, your perspective. So it's rulership of your own existence so that you can always show up the winner. And then you have the Three of Swords. And one of the ways that you become this winner in the first place in relationships is to learn to let go of the losers, okay? How you let go of the losers is by dealing with your own personal, your own personal self-validation. These people outwardly should not have to validate you for you Libras to understand how important you are, right? Libra represents relationships. Period. Any kind of relationship, romantic, friendship, acquaintance, job, or I should say career, right? The network that you've built up, family, if I didn't say that already, right? So what is a relationship? What relationships mean is connection, connectivity, right? And this is how it is that you build communities, right? That's why it's coming right off of Virgo. Earth represents the element of community, communing back and forth, travel, communities, right? That's why they share one word. So that's the job that you Libras have in the zodiac sign. Very important. And every zodiac sign is very important with understanding, right? And practice. So you Libras shouldn't be ashamed of yourself. As long as you Libras aren't playing games, you Libras shouldn't be feeling ashamed of yourself. There's nothing to feel ashamed about. Everybody gets curved, right? Everybody gets curved. And the more lame the reason for you to get curved, disrespected, people to play you is, the more that's not what it is. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not necessarily what it appears to be, because that's a straw man. People will say things about a Libra like, oh, even with me, people will say things, and I'm not making it about me. I'm saying just to be able to give y'all a better understanding. People will say things about me like, oh, they'll question me, who I like. They'll go ahead and be like, oh, well, the stuff that you're saying, none of that stuff honestly bothers me, because I know it to not be true. I know what is in me and what I've got going on is true. So I'm so secure in myself because that internal talk. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the type of internal talk that you Libras need to start developing for your own selves, right? You have the Sun and the Lovers. Again, the Lovers represents, the Lovers is the trap card, right? The Lovers is the trap card. The Sun is about you. And that what it's saying is, what these two cards alone is saying is, you Libras don't need to be in a relationship to make you happy, even though some of you think that you need to be in one. The relationship that you need to build with yourself, Libra stuff, is your own self. That's what Gemini represents, duality, yes, but Gemini also represents the dark triad. The Gemini also represents the dark night of the soul. You communing or communicating with the darker aspects, the darker and the lighter aspects of yourself. This is why Gemini is said to be also known as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll, if I'm not mistaken, is the good twin, or the good side, the light side, and Mr. Hyde represents the dark side, right? So that Dr. Jekyll is missing from his own personality. So let's clarify the Sun. See, it's deeper than that. Whenever it is that I have people talk about me, I'm not paying attention to that stuff, right? And let me put it out there. The only reason why I say the things that I say about how they need to stop is because of the futility of it all. You will waste your time sitting up on the internet, right? Those people will waste their time sitting up on the internet talking disrespectfully about somebody or whatever. And it's obvious that they don't even know the person. So let's clarify the Sun. You have the Strength, the Justice, okay, the Eight of Cups. Right. So this is about how a lot of you need to understand that you're in a good position by leaving them alone. The Strength, don't try to save face. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Just accept the fact that you want something in someone real. But the Justice and the Eight of Cups, you still have a lot to learn. And one of the things that you have to learn is to let lame, weak people who can do no good for you alone. Leave them alone. Let them fall. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Peace.